Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm live. How are you? Good morning or afternoon. Cross pond. It's 11 o'clock in Tennessee and it's storming. I'm Rachel Chamness. I'm at Sounds Waves Heal. I'm a psychic mentor and lightworker guide, and I have my own cards, which are Elemental Magic and Manifestation, because I do talk with the Fae, and they wanted me to make these cards, and they are available on Amazon and on my webpage at soundwavesheal.com/Fae Oracle. And they're actually on sale on my page because that's for outside of the U.S., outside of North America, and that is a lot easier on you on shipping. Oh, good morning. Oh, I used to live in Chicago. Absolutely love Chicago. So welcome. So today I just wanted to we're going to just talk a little bit about two more of my cards. I'm coming on at the same time every week, talking about two of my cards. And so we're on 3 and 4, as you know, as I said, hi, hello. Now click that StreamYard link so that you can see, so I can see who you are. Okay, so this is actually the one on the front of the card. So isn't that awesome? I love it when you pick the card that's on the front of the deck, you know it's magic. And this one is actually called Alchemy and Magic. This is Selene the unicorn. And my book does come with a booklet that teaches you how to read oracle cards in general and how to use these as an advanced reader, because every one of these beings have come forth to be channeled. And I do teach channeling, and I have a class coming up. So, okay. So in the book, I have a channeled message, and I'll read it to you. And I tell just a little bit about the Fae. I am writing a book, which would be more in depth. So unicorns are very pure creatures of high angelic light. They have no egos. You can call on them for help, and they will assist you without question, as long as it's for the greatest and highest good for you and all involved. Hi, Joanne. So if you want to talk to unicorns, you have to think of them just like angels, and they'll come forward. So this is Selene, and you can see that there's all kinds of magic around, and there's the Fae star at the top, which actually this star is also told to me by Archangel Sandalphon is his card as well. So the channeled message in the booklet is: true alchemy and magic surround you right now. Think of what you're manifesting and know that it is drawn to you in this magical time. Release any hold you have on the outcome and expect that all is assured to work out for your highest and greatest good. So, oh yeah, I can see you. Great. All right, so I'm going to channel Selene. We'll do one more, and then I'll give readings. Okay, so for who I am and what my work is, I help people, I guide people to open up their psychic senses and become mediums and psychic healers. That's what I do. And so I'm going to trance channel Selene and see what he has to say. I welcome you. Yes, unicorns are of high light. We are very pleased to help you in any way that you wish. We want to bring you your happiness. We want to help illuminate what it is for you to find that happiness. It is not always the easiest path to find joy. Many times you must release sorrow, release ideas, false ideas, and release other dense human emotions in which you may be stuck in. But call on us and ask us for help. We may lead you to books, to courses, to people, but we will lead you to the place for you to discover for yourself what you've come here to discover, what it is that will bring you joy. And it is not outside of yourself, but it is discovered within, with releasing and aligning yourself with your higher self, and with knowledge, esoteric knowledge, calling us. Okay, now we're going to do one more card and then I'll do the readings. I know you are all very anxious for the readings. I appreciate that. So, got one more. We're just doing 2 each time I come on. This is Sima. It's a pink dolphin. So yes, dolphins are elementals too. Aww. Dolphins are elementals too. Dolphins are beautiful elementals who want to help you to stand in your light and have a feeling of calm and presence in the face of negative energy. They have come to teach us to value every human being and to help those who need it. Okay. Your unique personality and all the fun and pleasure you may find in odd things is what makes you outstanding, and it can inspire others. Don't dim your brightness to blend in. Fill your heart with self-love and acceptance for all of your quirks and oddities. For who you are has purpose is Sima's channeled message in the deck, and you can buy my cards right there if you want. They're on Amazon or on my page, and I'll channel Sima. I'll try to make it quick. We'll see what Sima has to say for you. Ask them to, them, I don't know, she, I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, her higher self doesn't really have much gender, but I think, yeah, that's all who I'm talking about. I don't think this is a dolphin who's alive at this time on Earth, but more in spirit as an elemental like fairies and fae that we normally talk to. While the world is changing, so must you change and uncover the gem of who you are. It will not look like anyone else. This, of course, you already know. We come to encourage you to do this, for it is not always easy to really dig deep inside of yourself and bring out exactly who you are. And to improve where you can, to make yourself better, to go on the spiritual journey that you have embarked on in this life, but also to accept the parts of you that just are. We send much love. Okay, I felt like that was more of a collective too. Okay, well, thank you so much for listening about my cards a little bit. Yes, let's do some readings. So I will be using my cards, my Elemental Magic cards. And let's see. So do you read cards? Who here reads cards? I like to do with lives that I put these in the exact right order of how I will read them for the exact right people, and then I don't have to keep shuffling. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we'll start with Tracy. Okay, so Tracy, you got listen, Mudu, tall elf. So Mudu, there are many kinds of elves, and Mudu is the tall version. They won't tell me the names of the elves, but they'll just say tall, short, like small, like all kinds of different kinds of elves. Okay, so this card is actually the clairaudience card. Almost called this card clairaudience to let you know that your clairaudience is working. So clairaudience is when you receive information auditorily, and this can come in many ways. It's not always someone speaking outside your head. Sometimes someone speaking inside your head. Sometimes I even consider when it's written clairaudience, like when you see the word. I know that should be clairvoyance, but to me it feels like clairaudience. And then also bells, whistles, knocks, things like that, when you know, to get your attention, all of that is clairaudience. Sometimes you may hear music. Do any of you ever hear music, Fae music? So what that sounds like is if you have something on, so I've heard it even through the iPad, but definitely through baby monitors or like a sound machine, where you hear this music and you can't quite get the tune. Sorry, a little interference. You can't quite get the tune. And so you're like, what is that? And you're trying to hear it. You can't really hear it. That's Fae music, and likely coming from outside in your garden. You have some Fae visitors and they're allowing you to hear their music, and it's really awesome. So I don't know if you ever see that, Tracy, but okay. So channeling Mudu for you. He's saying for you today, this card is about listen to what the people are trying to tell you. So a few people have told you things, and you might not like the messenger, but the message itself is actually from your spirit guides. And I don't think that any of these things are like advice you didn't want or something. They're not mean or annoying. It's not like, those people who are really annoying you, they're right. It's nothing like that. It's more like a few people have been telling you something, and it is a message from your spirit guides. So if you guys ever get the same book told to you 3 times, or something told you 3 times, or even 2 times, that could be your spirit guides trying to get your attention. So a couple of people have told you about something. It might be a local event where you live, or it could be something that they think you'll be good at, like, hey, have you ever done blah, blah, blah? And what I get is your reaction to it is like, no, 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 no. But Spirit's trying to get you to see it. So Spirit might be bringing more people to tell you the same thing over and over again, because they are trying to tell you something and to put you on your path a little bit more, to lead you to, we're all looking for that destination, or things we're doing to improve ourselves or to improve our life. And this is part of it. So when people are telling you things and you hear them a lot, listen. And that is actually part of clairaudience too. And also you could develop your clairaudience more if you wanted to. Okay, let's see. Da, da, da. There's so many people. Hi from Virginia. Okay. Joanne, you got grounding. So this is Sordal, the wood nymph. So just a reminder, and I know you, Joanne, you're part of my group and everything. So I know you have a lot going on with your mom. And what I just kind of see is like there's a lot of stuff going on, sorrow, chaos, a lot of things that juggle, and a lot of what looks like, it looks a little like fog, just like, I think it's sorrow. And they're just saying, just ground into new earth, do some grounding, do a little bit of clearing, and it's going to help you today. And of course, you have lots of clearing at your fingertips. You're in my mediumship course, and also my membership, which has lots of clearing videos. I would try to do a clear video from tag or something. Just, it's not that you're unclear, it's just that you need a little more connection. Connect to the higher self, connect to deep into earth. And also it's early where you're at, so you probably just haven't done it yet. But anyway, that's what they're reminding you of. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm just going to click on the next person I see that says, I'd love a reading. Okay, Julia, you got love. And this is Mebe, the fairy elf. I love these little fairy elves. Okay. So your spirit guides want you to know that there's so much love around you. There's not just, this is not about romantic love. It's about all the love that you already have. All the love that is surrounding you right now, that it's so really important for you to acknowledge that. It's sort of like, I don't know if you're looking for love or looking for any kind of love, but they want you to see where the love is right now and really look at that and feel that and bring that gratitude for that, and that bring that feeling of that love in your heart. And that's really going to help you create more love in your life. So whether you're, looking for love, I don't really get that that's it, but whatever you're wanting, everybody could use a little more love in their life, and a little more love for themselves, and a little more just love. I mean, love is the most important emotion that we have here on earth, and the highest frequency. So for more love in your life, for more of that, is to really just amplify and feel with law of attraction the love that you already have, and it will increase. And this could mean like you just want to be more appreciated at work. Like it could go that way. You know, you just want to feel that love around you. That's your message. Okay, let's see. I'm just randomly picking people now. Okay, Pamela, I got time to move. Lady Nadia, this was actually the first card that we made of my deck. Time to move. The River Naiad says to you, it's, let's see, is this physical? Is this a place? Time to, no. There's something that you have been putting off, and they're asking you to get back on the horse, like hurry up and get through it, get back to what you were doing before. The goal that you had set for yourself it's still there. They still want you to do it, and they're asking you to get back to it. So time to move, so what I get is you were stuck. You were doing something and you were stuck. And now what they show me is that the answer to that is to do like one little thing, try to get yourself back into the mood of doing it. So let's say it was writing a book, which I don't think it is, but it's a good example. So just like rereading what you wrote or trying to get in the mood of just to write a little bit. So whatever it is to just do a little bit, try to get yourself back to where you were when you were working on whatever it was, and get back to it, because they want you to get to it and start working on it again. You don't have to finish it. It doesn't have to be done, but you do need to be working on it. It will help you with just everything. It's going to open up ideas for you. And really for you, it's not about finishing. You don't have to finish just yet, but it's part of the journey. So, okay, good. I'm glad you get it. Okay. All right, Sarah May. Or Joanne. Oh, hi, Joanne. Okay, let's see. Where are we? We're on Renee? Okay. Here, pick me someone. Let's see. Who are we going to read? I'll reshuffle. Claire. Okay. All right, Claire, you got Music for Manifesting, Miley the Leprechaun. So music is important and is part of your life, is what I get. So there's a lot of music, but how often do you use it for manifesting? And what does that mean? Well, there's many ways to use music for manifesting. There's ways like channeled light language and things like that, sure, or sound healing using a bowl, tuning forks. You know, I use all those things like that. I'm a sound healer as well. And but then there's also just listening to music that makes you happy, that makes you feel good. And then when you're listening to it, then thinking about those things that you want in your life and manifesting in that way. So how do you manifest? Well, you know, guys, when I channeled this deck, I was like, I don't know what this is going to be about, but let's make a really good deck. Oh, you channel light language. Well, perfect. Well, if you channel light language, so I attune people in light language. So if you channel light language, then I guess they're saying that you should use it more. I don't know why I say I guess. You should use it more for your own manifesting, which I'm sure you know how to do. So light language is wonderful for bringing forth light codes and anything else that you want to manifest, for attuning people to different vibrations, but tuning yourself to what you're manifesting. So when I brought these cards through, what happened was I asked them, what's this about? And then I realized when I started bringing them all through that it was all about the law of attraction. This is a really big law of attraction deck. And that's because the Fae absolutely love it. And they're always talking about it. So, so yeah, you can listen to music. But this also goes for you, Claire, about listening to music that puts you in a good mood. So it's not just about when you're using light language to attract things for yourself or for other people, but also when you're sitting around listening to more music will help you manifest more, because what they're showing me is when I you know, I'm a musician. I grew up as a singer. I was an opera singer for most of my life. And what I did was always forget, and what I still do, always forget to just play music. Just play music when you're doing things around the house. And that helps you manifest even just as simple as a good mood. So just reminding you of that. Okay, let's see. Let's read Andrea. And then we can read Joanne after that. Okay, Andrea, you got Stop and Rest. Chatalda the Ice Mermaid. So very simple. This card is doing a little too much. I almost feel like this is mental. Like stop thinking so much or overthinking and just kind of take like a break from, I don't know if it's worrying or overthinking, but that's the word they're using. And so just kind of taking a break from that, maybe just sitting in the sun if you're not in Tennessee today because there's no sun, but sitting in the sun and just let it go. Ask the angels and ask your unicorns, your helpers, ask them to fix it for you. You know what? Fix this. I don't want to think about it anymore. And that will really serve you well. That's like an amazing thing. I do that all the time. Have you ever done that? I'm so old fashioned. I still keep like a written date book. I have an electronic one too because of my business, but sometimes I just take it. Like, look at my life is like insane, right? This is kind of like, it's like covered. So sometimes I just take it and I'm like, oh, how am I going to get it all done? And I just imagine myself lifting it up and just like, angels fix it. And unicorns are like angels. Unicorns, angels fix it. And it's really helpful. Okay, let's go back to Joanne Lewis. We've got Past Life Connection, Finley, the Crystal Diva. Crystal Divas are the little fae that live inside crystals. And if you can see this, I think we already read Julia. If you can see the imperfections in this, you can almost see that it looks like a fairy. Like if, you know, kind of see with your third eye a little bit. There's actually more than one crystal diva in this one. This is a beautiful Lemurian crystal from Colombia. But but usually there's just one, but I got twins in here, which is pretty cool. So that's what that is. So your past life connection. Joanne, when you get this card, that means that there's something from a past life that is confusing or making this life a little more difficult. What does that mean? When we clear past lives, which is something I do in my shamanic sessions, it's not about like getting rid of that past life, it never happened. It's about clearing that emotion that is interfering with your life. So that when that happens, it's time to clear that emotion. So let's see. You know what? I'll do it for you right now. So the emotion is mistrust, and we don't have a lot of time right here, so I'm just going to say we don't need to know the life. You really don't need to know the past life. I know we like to, and I'll clear it for you. All right, so that's my liquid Reiki shamanic sound healing, which I also teach. So that should be clear. So what was happening is that you had this mistrust that was just coloring and making you mistrust everyone, or in some cases, certain people. I think it was certain people a little too much. Yeah, I mean, the past life stuff, we have thousands of past lives. We could just go on and on about it. Sometimes just those little lives come up to be cleared. Sometimes they're not even affecting you yet. They're just kind of what I see in layers, where like they just come up to be healed, and it's good to just heal them. So that's great. I'm glad you do that. Do you know how to clear your own past lives? I teach that as well. Okay. Let's see. Who's next? Maybe Catherine Newkirk. Okay, and then we can go to Renee next. All right, Catherine. Oh, you got a sweet baby. You got Tend to Your Garden, Hiawatha and the Garden Fairy. What this card means is that while you were busy doing something, you may have missed something important to something close to you. So the classic example is like, while you're really working hard on your business, you know, you're someone close to you needed something. Now, if you have a baby, it could be something like while you were tending to the baby, you might have missed another child was trying to get your attention, needed your help, or your husband really needs to talk to you about something. Or it could be even like the opposite, while you were tending to, being a new mother, being a baby. I don't even know if that's a new picture or an old one, but the sentiment is the same. Why then something else that means a lot, and it could be opposite, like your work means a lot, and there's something to your work you need to attend to. But I kind of get this is more about someone in your family who may be wanting to talk to you, and it's not that you missed it so much as that you might have missed a little sign of what they wanted to talk to you. Oh, that's your grandson. Okay, so there's someone in your family to that needs your attention. So it's probably not your grandson then. It could be either the mother and father of the grandson, which if it's your son or daughter, that's kind of what I get. Whoever is the parent needs your attention, and there's something they need to talk to you about. So I would just reach out and kind of get into conversation, see if they, once they relax into the conversation, or if you can see them in person, take them out for coffee or lunch or something, or come over and help. Okay. All right. Joanne, that's great. Okay, so Renee was next, right? Okay, Renee. That's great, Joanne. All right, Renee Lewis, you got, sorry, no, you were right, Renee Exposito. Veronica's helped me. Okay, you got Be Uniquely You, and this was the card that I pulled earlier that we talked about at the beginning from Sima. So Be Uniquely You, I get this as a lot more confirmation than anything, that you are really working on being true to yourself and saying things out loud that live within your heart. So saying things out loud, kind of testing waters. I am this. Like this kind of reminds me of when I came out of the closet as a psychic and how hard that was. And I had to just start saying, I am a medium. Now when I meet people and they ask me what I do, I say, I'm a psychic, mentor, and guide. I'm a channel medium and sound healer. And I just tell people and let them, and I live in the Bible Belt of Tennessee. So, let them think whatever they want. And it kind of reminds me of that, but it's kind of like, I am this, and it doesn't have to be some huge thing on the medium or, coming out of the closet or anything like that. It could just be like, this is who I am. I am a sensitive person, and that's okay. Or I am, it's just kind of letting that out and really being true. And it feels very vulnerable and emotional and a relief. So the future feeling they're giving me, which is, forget the name of that Claire, it's a 5D Claire. But a future feeling of just feeling like that it's so nice to just be who I am all the time and not care, if people accept me or not. It's just kind of getting that vibe from your spirit guides. They really just want you to step into that more and really give you you're doing great, like you're already doing it, and do it some more. Yeah. Okay. And you're so cute. I love your picture. All right. Yeah, be true to yourself, huh? Absolutely. Okay, let's go to Darlene Ferris. So Darlene, I got reevaluate. So this is a garden gnome. Gimsis, the garden gnome. You can see he's like growing all kinds of things. Garden gnomes live in your garden, or if you don't have a garden, they may be close by. Reevaluate card comes up when you sort of made a decision. It's so funny. Sometimes the Fae are like, make a decision. And sometimes they're like, whoa, you made that decision too fast. Spirit guys. And they're kind of like, maybe you made that decision a little fast, and go back and think about it. And it's okay to be like, I changed my mind. I thought about it more, and I wasn't true to myself when I said I would do this. And now I have to tell you that it's too much and I can't do it. They're kind of giving me, it's one of those times where like, you said yes because you didn't know how to say no, and it's too much for you. It's like, I just can't keep doing this every Saturday or whatever it is. Someone has asked you to do something, you said you would do it, but now you wish you hadn't, and you wish you had just like had an excuse or something. And they're like, you don't need an excuse. You need to just tell them the truth. You know what? This is just not, I reevaluated. I don't think I can do this. I'm so sorry. Let me give you some other resources. You could, hire someone to do that for you. And, you just have to think of the way to say it. But it's time to reevaluate whatever you promised somebody or said you would do that's not for your greatest interests, or not for, is too much for you. Okay. All right. Let's do Ashley. Ashley, I think I read you last time too. This cute picture. You got worthiness. This is the Selkie. Bees be the Selkie. Worthiness, self-worth. This is a huge thing that is just pinging everybody right now. Where are you being shown in your life that you're not giving yourself enough self-love or worth? So what is being shown in your life, Ashley, that's saying to you, I deserve better than this? And to say, I'm worth more than this. Because the truth is, we all compare ourselves to people, and we say, and somewhere in the back of our head, we truly put people in categories. It's such a human thing. Like, this person is like, oh, and I'm down here, but we are all the same. You are as worth as much as an angel or any being of light. We are all part of the same. We're just having different experiences, and we need to know that. We need to know our true worth and really bring in that self-love. It's really, really important. It's really one of the most important things that we need to learn in this life. And I think the most important thing to learn as a human is that you're not alone. You got so many spirit guides and helpers. These beings help you as well. The Fae beings, angels, Lumen Masters, even Starseed, galactic teams, all kinds of teams are out there to help you, surrounding you. You've got so many spirit guides, and you're so loved. And why are they doing that? Because we're also worthy, And so where are you? Is it showing up where you're not validating that self-worth for yourself? I think that's kind of what this card is for you today. Look around and say, where is it where I'm not showing up in full self-worth for myself? And it kind of reminds me of the last reading, like maybe something that you're doing that you don't want to do anymore, or you don't want to do, or you'd like to stop doing, or you'd like to stop. I don't know, there's something there. I think you can figure it out. But just, where can you love yourself more and do more for yourself? Let's read Sarah Sprague next. Sarah, for you, I got observe your thoughts. This is a daisy fairy. See how tiny she is. She's just a little tiny fairy. These little nature fae are inside every tiny little bit of nature. So observe your thoughts. This is, of course, a big law of attraction card. Just where are your thoughts a little low? Where are your thoughts not quite helping you? So, of course, we're always manifesting our feeling. That's basically it. It's not exactly what you're thinking. It's exactly what you're feeling. So you could think, you could think a negative sentence in your head, but if it doesn't feel that way in your body. I mean, I don't know how you do that, but then you wouldn't be attracting it. But you are attracting your vibration, your feeling. So if your thoughts are bringing you down, that's what you're attracting. If that's where you're stuck, if you feel like you can't get out of that, then ask your spirit guides to help. You might need like a spiritual session, a healing session. You might need just like a new way of thinking of things or doing things. And you can ask your spirit guides to like guide you to what could help you. Maybe it's a book, maybe it's a person, maybe it's a healing session, maybe it's like a local sound bath. I'm doing one of those this weekend in Knoxville. Whatever it is, let your spirit guides guide you. And that would help you a lot. Okay? All right, let's do Janet next. And then let's do Bar after that. Okay, Janet, I love your picture. Set your sights higher. That's funny. I was just thinking about this card because it was very much like a reading I just gave. Yeah. So set your sights higher is the same sort of thing about self-worth. Like, where are you just kind of accepting? But it's not exactly what you want. So when we're in this life, we sometimes think like, I had this huge dream, but that's not reality. Well, why couldn't it be? Why couldn't you just attract anything that you want in this world? Why not? Of course that you can. You're given these dreams and these wants for a reason. So where are you accepting something that's not quite exactly what you want, but you feel like it's good enough, it's the best I'll ever get? You know what I mean? That's not true. There is something better for you. There is something better. So whether it's love, like if it's this is one way that it could be where you're kind of settling, or whether it's something else like a job, like, okay, I'm gonna take this job because it's the best one I see, or okay, I'm gonna do this thing, or I'm gonna accept this because I'm lucky to get this. Most people don't get this chance. I'll take it. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's close enough. But in your heart you feel like it's your brain talking you into it. Then set your sights higher. You can achieve anything that you want to, and ask your spirit guides and the Fae to help you, and they will. Sure. Okay, let's read Bar. Okay, Bar, you got now. This is Bert the Vassal Giant. Vassal Giants, that's the name that giants. Oh, Barbara, nice to meet you. Okay. This is the name that the giants gave me for, like fee fi fo fum, or like big regular giants. They're all different kinds of giants, like Sasquatch and things like that too, and trolls, and even these wolf characters that I met that are in this deck. This deck has like 37 different kinds of elementals, and we'll teach you about them if you guys want to buy it. It's on Amazon. Okay. Anyway, or it's on my webpage. So now, it's time to do this thing now that you've been wanting to do. You've been thinking about it, you've been planning it, and you're like, one day I'm going to do this. And then you had a little thought that said, I wonder if I could do this now. And then your whole body was like, I don't know. That's really scary. Could I do that now? But no, they're like, yes, do it now. Like sometimes that feeling of fear, you have to reach into it. Is this a feeling of fear that's like a message, like a psychic hit, like don't do that? Or does it feel more like nerves, like, oh my gosh, could I do this? Like kind of excited fear. I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I mean. Like there's a difference between like, don't go in that dark alley, and like, ooh, I don't know, that makes me nervous. Should I do it? They're saying do it, do it, do it, and do it now. Don't wait. Do it now. They're showing me your path is like, could improve dramatically if you do it right now. Oh, pendulum and card reading. Oh, I love that. Very good. Yay. Yeah, I love it. Okay, do it. It's time. Okay, who's next? Okay, let's read Juliet. Juliet. Okay, Juliet. I got for you Soul Family. Cletum's the elemental dwarf. You can tell that I channel this, right? There's no way I would name an elemental dwarf Cletum's. This is like an actual guy who came up to me and was like, I want to be in the deck. So elemental dwarfs are there are shamanic healers. And so this one comes forth. I wish it would, you could see it better. This one comes forth to tell you that your soul family is very near. What is our soul family? These are the souls that we kind of go into each life with, many, many places, many, many times. They don't always play the good guy. Sometimes they're the bad guy. But you don't have to worry about the bad guys in this life. You can forgive them afterwards. I'm not telling you to be friends with mean people, but your soul family is here. And if you're feeling lonely, you might, and kind of sometimes we feel lonely, even though we're like, why would I feel lonely? There's all these people around me. I got a big family. Everybody loves me. Everything's great. I feel a little lonely. Why is that? Because your soul family is calling to you. So your soul family can be in two ways. It could be your spirit guides, needing to know your spirit guides, or like your maybe your star seed, your galactic guides, and all of this, of course, is all of these things that help you work your light path, which is what I call the soul's path in this life, that lights you up, makes you happy, and also helps other people. And so I feel that there's more for you to discover. Maybe you know, maybe you're supposed to be communicating with them more. And I do teach this sort of thing if you're interested, but you can learn it any way that you want, or maybe you already know a lot of your soul family, but there's more that wants you to know them. So I feel like a lot for you, this card, a lot of it is in spirit. However, there are people, real people, as in 3D, you know, touchable earth people, who are also being called to be friends with you, so, or to be part of your life, and who are part of your soul family. So you just kind of by doing one or the other will find them. So either you find the soul family people and they help you find the you know, how to get in touch with your guides and helpers more, or whoever's trying to get your attention, or it's the other way, you get in touch with your guides and helpers, they help you find the people. Either way, you can do it, but that's what they're telling you. Okay. All right. All right, Jessa. We'll do Jessa, it's fine. And then we can do Patrick. Receive with grace, Jessa. This is the mermaid, Kindle the mermaid. Receive with grace. So, you know, when you read cards, there should be in the cards always some symbols in the background. And when you see this is part of a little lesson on reading cards. When you read cards, you sometimes notice them more than often. Like, I usually don't notice these little doves flying in the background, even though I made these cards. I didn't draw them, but I made them. I told the artist exactly what to draw. So, and they're really standing out to me now. And to me, a dove is a symbol for peace. So do you all have a map or a guide with your spirit guides, symbols that mean things that you're sure, like, you know, you in your mind, you're like, dove means peace, or butterfly means transformation, that your guides can use to give you messages? Because if you don't, you should. And I have a blog post on that called Spirit Guides and Spirit Signs on my website, soundwavesheal.com. And it's very, very helpful way to get to know your spirit guides. And in fact, I also have a free spirit guide masterclass, which also teaches you how to do that. So you could watch a video too if you want. But anyway, for you, you get receive with grace. And what that's about is really opening up to receive. Where are you not open to receive? And I think the piece that's coming in, the doves in the back are really, or the seagulls, whatever, just the white bird means peace to me, is really telling you that this is going to be a lot more peace in your life if you can receive. So where are you blocking it? Some ways that we might block things is when we say no for no reason. So this is my favorite, for instance. Do you know people who, like, you go out to lunch with your friend and your friend's like, I got this. And you're like, no, no way. No, 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 no. And you're like fighting over the check. That's like screaming to the universe, no, I don't want anything. So if someone says, I got this, you say, oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don't ever turn down someone offers to pay. That's like one thing. Or, you know, if earlier we had a reading where people might be telling you about something and you're kind of like, nope, 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 that's not for, I don't know. No, 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 no. I've done this so many times where, you know, I can't, no, it's not for me. It's not for me. And then I'm like, maybe that is for me, but only when I was opening to receive. So make sure that you're open to receive what the universe is trying to give you. It's sort of like a feeling of yes. If you don't know exactly what I'm talking about yet, like if it's not something that you are sure of, or then it could just be that you need to start practicing saying yes, and then it will become obvious. So someone says, hey, Jessa, I got this lunch. Let me take you out to lunch. You say, okay, thanks. That's so nice of you. Or someone says, Jessa, I just want to give you like this crystal. I just thought of you. And you don't go, oh my gosh, this is so expensive. Are you sure? You're like, wow, that's so nice. Thank you. So start practicing receiving with grace and see what happens. I think it will open up something to you. I hope that makes sense. Okay. It could be an example that I haven't thought of. And so if it doesn't make sense yet, give it like 12 hours. Hi, Patrick. Okay. I got for you, make a decision. Remember how I said earlier, they're always like either make a decision or okay. This is Melius, the Whale King. So whales are elementals. They're also galactic beings from another place. So make a decision. This card is all about obviously you're taking too long to make that decision. I kind of get it's a long time. Like it is like a history of thinking you got to make this decision sometime. I've got to do the, one of these days I'm gonna, and whatever it is, I mean, I think I know what it is, but I don't want to say. So whatever that is, it's time to do it. Maybe it's, it's about time that you like stopped a partnership and started your own business, or maybe it's about time you left a situation that you haven't been happy with in years. But whatever it is, it's time to make that decision and stop putting it off. At this point, not making a decision is hurting you daily, is what they're saying. It's like it's coming to a point. So that's your message today. Okay, what about Tracy Hand? I haven't read Tracy yet. Synchronistic events, starlight dolphin pod. So dolphins are in pods. We got a lot of dolphins today, huh? Dolphins are elementals, obviously, they're in my deck. So starlight dolphin pod, synchronistic events. A lot of events are happening. Like things are just happening. What does that mean? Synchronistic events are like, you're like, whoa, I don't even know how I found you, but this is like amazing. This is exactly what I wanted. Like you find something that you want, or like you just end up in this weird place and you meet someone, you're like, how did I even get here? Things are happening which are kind of making like kind of show me like, woo, things happening really fast. Synchronistic events coming left and right. Maybe it's like opening up your spiritual path in a really fast way or in a different way than normal. And it's just like things just keep happening where you're like, okay, there's something to this. And that's what they're trying to show you. They're showing you all these events. They're trying to get you in this place as fast as possible. And so it is really showing you something about yourself that they want you to really embrace. I feel like it's a spirituality thing. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, Sarah, we can read you next. Sarah May, you got Witness the Miracle. This is Balthazar, guardian gnome. This is a different kind of gnome who they guard sacred spaces. Those are the standing stones. So Witness a Miracle is a really great card. That means that there is nothing more that, I mean, this is like the only card in this deck where you don't have to think that there's something you have to do law of attraction wise. They're just like, it's already here. It's already here. Witness it. So it's kind of whatever you're trying to manifest, it's kind of going from a place of, is it, it's almost here. When you're trying to manifest something and you're thinking about it in future terms, it's always in the future. It's never today. And so they want you to just go ahead and accept that, start doing the happy dance. You already got it. It's here. It's the miracles unfolding. Maybe you haven't seen it yet, or maybe you've only seen part of it, but it's happening. So that's like a great card. It's happening for you. It's coming through for you. The miracle's happening. So witness it. Woo! Okay, who haven't I read yet? Let's see. We just read Sarah. Okay, who's this? Yeah, we need to click the link so I can see who you are. Is there anyone that I haven't read yet that you're still on? You want to pop up? Oh, your spiritual journey. Oh, hey, Nikita. Okay, we'll read Nikita. And Sarah, that's great. Tracy, I thought that you had that card last week. That's really good. There's 44 cards here. What are the chances? I'll ask my kid. He's good at probability. Okay, so Nikita, you got, and maybe you're different Nikita than I thought, but that's okay. Hi, Nikita. You got self-forgiveness. This is Malo, the crystal mermaid. So crystal mermaids are mermaids from Atlantis. There are not very many of them, and they guard sacred crystals with knowledge inside of them. They're really cool. We studied them in my tag Lightworker membership, where we connect to all different kinds of light beings for healing and helping the earth and helping ourselves heal, which you guys can check out on my site. But anyway, crystal mermaids are like amazing. I also have, I think, a blog post and a video about them on my YouTube and my webpage. But the card for you, Nikita, is self-forgiveness. Where are you still not forgiving yourself for something that happened long ago? And the real message for that is that when you don't forgive yourself, or it's not that. There's a part of self-forgiveness that makes it really hard. And that is if you feel like, and this is a broad term for anyone, if you feel like if I truly forgive myself for that, then it's saying that what I did was okay and it wasn't. Or, and this can go for forgiving someone else too. Forgiving yourself or someone else is not saying that the act that makes the act okay. It just means that, I did the best I could with what I knew at the time. It's a really good thing to say. It's time to just let it go and let it stop torturing me. Even forgiving someone who's unforgivable, forgiving them it stops that cycle of hurt that you're still receiving from something that happened a long time from someone else. And the self-forgiveness is just saying, you know what? I did the best I could with what I knew at the time. Now I know better, and I would never do such a thing again. And I forgive myself for that, just, so it's just look and see where you haven't forgiven yourself. It's about someone else, and it's not terrible. And they're just saying you're beating yourself up too much about it. And this sort of thing can really, steal the joy from your life. And so they're asking you to really look into that and release it, really release it, and love yourself. You're here for a reason. Oh, here you all are. Thank you. Okay. Nurul, I hope I'm saying your name right, is next. Okay. And then we can do Sarah. We can do all these. Okay. You got Cher, Hummel, the Abundance Dragon. Look at all the little beings sharing all his treasures in the cave. So, so a lot of times when this comes up, it's like, hey, you're doing so well. What are you, maybe it's time to share a little bit of what you've got. Or sometimes it's about, you have this great talent. Are you sharing it? I think that's the one for you. Are you sharing this talent that you have? And are you sharing it? Now, when you're sharing your talent, you want to do it in a way that is in your own terms. And for instance, you want to make sure that it feels right. So not like go do it for everyone for free while you are make no money. You know what I mean? And then you have to struggle. It's not like that. It's like, it's time to take what it is that you are so good at and make it into your career or your life. And how can you do that? Start looking into how you can do that. There are ways. Or get a reading, or get a reading and healing to remove the blocks that are keeping you from doing it, because there is something that you're supposed to do, and I can see it very clearly. You're supposed to do it. So I do sessions. If you guys go to my website, I do help people with things like that. Okay, Sarah, you got leadership. This is Tokt the Centaur. Now, as I'm looking at this card, I'm really noticing the roses popping out at me, and these red roses to me do, for me, what they mean is divine feminine. So I kind of get that you are supposed to lead a group of women somewhere. So not somewhere metaphorically, I guess. Where are you being called to lead? And if people are already kind of forcing you to be their leader, or putting you in charge, where to accept it and to look at why it's happening. And so if you're being put in charge and you feel like, oh, why do I have to be in charge? Look into that. Why wouldn't you want to be? If you're being called to lead, then you need to set it up in a way that is rewarding. Maybe you don't want to lead because, if this were to happen, because you feel like, it's too much trouble. Well, in that case, what would make it better? Maybe rules, maybe there's rules to it. Maybe there's boundaries you need to have. But the leadership is coming up for you. There's a group of women you're supposed to lead. If it hasn't happened yet, it may get forced upon you. And if it does, or if you are, then look into how you can make it the best for you. Make it worth it. Make it something that feels more aligned for you. So you can't get out of leading because that's what you're supposed to do, but fine tune it, put the boundaries, figure out how you can do it in a way that you really feel fulfilled and it works for you. Because perhaps you're just looking at leading in a way that isn't quite right. Like, you don't want to lead like that person did. That looked miserable. But no, you can lead in a different way, lead in your own way. But you're being called to lead. And perhaps this is something else, like a business or like a coaching business or something like that too. Or a new entrepreneurship or something. Okay, good. Huh, you're welcome. Okay. Who haven't we read here? Maybe Carol? All right, Carol. Let's do that. Oh, Carol, guess what you got? One of the cards I talked about in the beginning, which is also on the front of my deck. Look, it's all over the screen. Always good for that kind of reading, to get this one, huh? Alchemy and Magic. Salemi the unicorn brings you alchemy and magic. So what does that mean? That means you are in a very beautiful space of manifesting. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, it can be yours. All you have to do is use that law of attraction. And if I'm assuming that most of you guys know what the law of attraction is, but basically to think of what it is that you want and spend at least like 30 seconds a day feeling like you already have it. What would it feel to have that thing that you wanted? But also to know that everything that you are thinking and everything that you are experiencing is making magic. It's making it. It's almost like, of course, we are always bringing to us exactly what our thoughts and feelings are. That's our life is a reflection of what we're feeling inside. But this is to a higher degree. So it's like sometimes we're in these periods of like huge manifesting. We're like everything that we ask for, we're kind of getting, especially if we're not attached to it. Have you ever just been like, I wish I had blah, blah, blah. And then you just kind of forgot about it. And then like, lo and behold, it showed up. It's like, because you didn't put any like too much thought into it, put it in the future. Oh, I wish I had it, and it just showed up. You're kind of in that space right now. So what is it that you want to achieve? So now that you're in this really great manifesting space, maybe it's time to sit down and write out what you want to bring to yourself, Oh, are you? I'm so sorry. Well, maybe what you want to bring is joy. How can you release the pain that you're feeling? How can you, maybe there's forgiveness, maybe there's other things that need to be, looked at and healed to get you to that place. And maybe now is the time to do it because now you're in a magic space and you can turn it all around. I would really recommend you go see someone, maybe spiritual healer like myself or someone else to like help you with that, whoever you feel called to go to. Okay. Hardest part is to forget. Okay, Donna, we can read you, sure. You got healer, bon, the tree spirit. Let's see. Are you a healer, Donna? You're being called to be a healer. This card's for you. This card is saying you are a healer. And what are you doing to improve that talent, improve that calling? It's more than a talent because, anyone can be attuned to Reiki, light language, or other ways to heal other people. Anybody can be taught how to go about it. But, maybe you're supposed to heal people. Maybe you're supposed to heal the earth. There is a lot of healing that is supposed to go through you to others. And so what is it? Are you already doing it? Are you on the path? Maybe it's time to look for that. Okay, Andrea. Oh, I already read you earlier. You were one of the first people I read, Andrea. All right, anyone else? You'll have to rewind it. I just have it's about time to cut off. So, okay, let's see. Oh, I'm so sorry, Carol. Yeah, is that surprising? Yeah, you're a healer. Do you feel like people talk to you, like sometimes come to you with their problems, and you're like, why do people always come to me with their problems? Thanks, Andrea. This is a different Andrea? Oh, okay. See you next time. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I read this Andrea too because of the. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Andrea, you're right. I read you last time. There's someone else with a pink hat. Okay. Andrea, let's read you then. Thanks, other Andrea. I didn't read you. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, you got this card. You are safe, Kel the Silver Fairy. Your spirit guides and helpers are coming around to tell you, like, we watch your back. We've got you. You're not alone. You're safe. You know, now there are things that we kind of have to experience in this life to grow, and there are soul contracts. We decided to do it before we came, and there's not much, you know, your spirit guides can do about that except to kind of help you through that experience. But you're safe to where you are. Like, even going through these experiences that you've decided to go through, you're still safe. And if you feel nervous about something like your physical, like if there's something going on, then they're just telling you, we got you, you're safe. Okay, so it's a card. So a card that really shows how protected you are. So if you're feeling not safe in some situation, have your spirit guides help you navigate through it, and have them help you, you know, if it's something that can be changed, have them help you do that. But I think it's really like a comforting message of you have so many spirit guides and so many helpers who are here for you. So I hope that's helpful. I'm sorry for the mix up. I read someone else with a pink thing in their hair. I thought it was you. Hi, Edwin. You got problem resolved. Remote the Phoenix. Whatever problem that you have been trying to solve or trying to get through, it is already resolved. You should hear about it soon, is what I get. So that's nice. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. You can find me at soundwavesheal.com. I'm a psychic mentor and lightworker guide. I help people find their light path, and I teach people and attune people to communicate with higher light beings like Fae, elementals, and angels, galactic beings, ascended masters, deities, whoever you want to talk to, whoever you want to bring through, trance them or channel them or bring through their healing. That's what I help people do. And I also do sessions where I can do this privately as well. So these are my cards, and I would love it if you like them to buy them off Amazon if you're in North America, or off my website. That QR code's for Amazon if you're in North America. On my website, if you live in Europe or UK or something, I do discount them to help with the shipping, and they will help you whether you're an advanced reader or beginner, because if you're advanced, you can bring these beings through. They will come through for you and you can channel them. So thank you so much. And I just want to give everyone a little healing here before I go. I'll give you a group card and a channeled healing. So the card for everyone today is trust your intuition. And this is Whirly the narwhal. Narwhals are also elementals that we can see. Trust your intuition. Let's see. Know that your intuition is guided by your spirit guides, by your helpers, by all these beings who are around you that you can't always see unless you're clairvoyant, who are in a higher dimension, and they're here trying to help you, trying to get you to go exactly where you're supposed to go for a more joyful life, for a more aligned life, for happiness. And so your intuition is often messages. It feels like intuition, but it's actually your psychic clairs most often. So trust it. And here's a healing from Whirly. I'm going to channel it to help you do that. And this is what I call liquid Reiki shamanic sound healing. So if you all want to learn more about how to work with your spirit guides, I have a free spirit guide masterclass on my website, and it also comes with a few meditations. It's like a whole package, free just for you. If you want, you can find it on my website, soundwavesheal.com. And thank you all so much. I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next Thursday at 11 o'clock Eastern time. Okay, bye.